Hello everyone, Ace here, and today I'll have to admit that the subject is going to be rather unusual, at least in terms of what I typically cover. Having said that though, the recent results of the presidential election this year in the US do, in my opinion, say a lot about the current state of free speech on the internet. As like it or not, content creators and everyday individuals have been hit across the globe with censorship, smear campaigns, and outright deplatforming. And of course, the perpetrators behind these heinous acts of silencing people are of course the big tech social media platforms that so many of us use on a day-to-day basis. And in addition to all of this, I should mention that one of the main motivations behind these efforts of censorship appears to have been to change the public perception enough to have a very real effect on the presidential election in the US, which is of course the main reason that I believe that these results were so important to the internet itself, even for those who live outside of America. So with that in mind, I would argue that the fact that their years worth of censorship did not work as intended is a good thing for everyone, as otherwise they would have been nevertheless encouraged to continue their actions on the grounds that if nothing else, at least it would get the results that they desired politically speaking. However, given the current situation, it can at least safely be said that the establishment and big tech will have to admit to themselves, if nothing else, that the strategy of censorship that they employed for years now simply does not work in their favor. And moreover, it has directly resulted in them receiving very unwanted attention, I assure you, because their efforts of censorship have directly resulted in bringing the long overdue discussion of Section 230 reform into the foreground. So not only have they failed to achieve their political aims here, but they've also painted a massive target on themselves in the process. At this point, I would argue that the smart move for social media companies, as well as the establishment in general, may be to try to lie low and mitigate the damage that they have caused for themselves. However, given their behavior for the past few years, I'm not exactly convinced that they will do that. But having said all that though, I'm sure you can understand now why I believe that the very future of the internet itself was at least partly determined by this recent election, and why it was such an important victory for both content creators and viewers alike. Hopefully this means that we are clearing the woods, and things can finally settle down to the point where we can simply enjoy our hobbies again. In any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.